Zohran Mamdani's Columbia application controversy, navigating identity and admissions. The current Democratic Socialist frontrunner for New York City Mayor, Zohran Mamdani, has recently found himself at the center of a debate over how he identified on his Columbia University application. A report reveals that the Muslim immigrant, who was raised in the Queens District of New York, identified as both Asian and African American on his application submitted during his high school senior year in 2009. Though his application to the Ivy League institution was ultimately declined, this story has come to light, sparking a conversation about identity and admissions criteria. Mamdani, originally from Uganda, clarified in a recent interview that he doesn't solely identify with either of the checked racial categories, but instead sees himself as an American who was born in Africa. The 33-year-old politician explained that the standard college application forms offered limited predefined categories that didn't accurately represent his mixed heritage. As a result, he opted to check both Asian and Black or African American, further specifying his background as Ugandan in another section that allowed for elaboration. To clarify, the primary reason for Mamdani's choice was not to gain any admissions advantage, but instead to authentically capture the complexity of his identity. While Columbia and many prestigious schools took race into account during the admissions process years ago, such practices have since been nullified by the Supreme Court. Although Columbia has recently reassured that its admissions processes are in line with the High Court's decision, the revealing of Mamdani's application has drawn reaction from various quarters of the community. Critics have argued that selecting these identity categories was manipulative, particularly given the historical and sensitive implications surrounding race and identity in the United States. The fact that Mamdani is a descendant of privileged parents and has lived a relatively comfortable life has only intensified the ongoing discussions. The controversy has further fueled conflicting opinions about Mamdani's political future and has raised tough ethical and social questions about identity representation in elite institutions. What do you think about this situation? Is it time for broader changes in how universities handle race and identity in their admission processes? Share your thoughts and perspective in the comments below.